Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Thursday Tech Tips, and today we're going to talk about a little product I think should be on everybody's motorcycle. It doesn't matter if you're doing day rides, weekend rides, or long distance travel. This is something you're going to want to have on your bike. Stick around. Welcome back guys, thanks for joining us for another episode of Thursday Tech Tips. Today I want to talk about something that I've been trying out for the past few months and it's been an absolute game changer. The product I'm talking about is a phone holder, but this isn't an ordinary phone holder. It's going to kind of change the way you think about phone holders. Now this little gadget here might look kind of odd. The beautiful part of it, one, is that it's a really solid holder. I mean, I've ridden with this thing for probably close to 1,000 miles so far, and I've never had any issue. I've gone over really hard bumps. This thing never budged. So very solid phone holder. But there's a couple of other reasons why I love this thing. For one, this is a wireless charger. So if you have any modern phone that has wireless charging, the second you smack it in there, it starts charging automatically. You don't have to fumble around with the cable, which we all know can be a pain in the ass, especially if you're wearing gloves, if it's cold out, whatever the case may be, if it's raining. So no more fumbling around with the cable. Now, another big advantage to that is if it's raining or the weather's not good and your phone's not 100% waterproof, and even if it is, I still recommend doing this. This is another little tip. They sell these little plugs that you can basically clip into your phone charger and into the headphone jack, and it's kind of like a rubber plug, but what it does is once you put it in, it completely blocks out the ports. So it protects it from dust, protects it from water, protects it from debris. Now the third thing, and this is probably my favorite, is that this is a one-handed clip. So all you do is you just put your phone in, it latches on automatically. When you want to release it, you have these two buttons here on the side. You just press them in and it releases your phone. So everything can be done with one hand. Now, as far as wireless chargers go, there are a couple of different kinds. I was specifically looking for, I think it's pronounced Qi, but it's actually spelled QI. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but I specifically went for the 15 watts. And the reason for that is the 15 watts will give you the high-speed charging as opposed to the regular. Now, normally that's not a big issue because you're on the bike all day long, but the reason that I like the fast charger is I've noticed in the past, even with my phone being plugged in all day long, the battery would drain. And the reason for that is if you're driving with music playing, especially if you have GPS navigation running in the background, that draws a lot out of your battery, and a 10-watt charger is not enough to keep you at that 100% or even to keep you at that same level. So with the 15 watt, I found that not only does it keep it at the same level, but it actually keeps rising. So by the time I get to my destination, my phone's fully charged. I never have to worry about it. Now, these are not expensive. This is under 40 bucks, so it's not a very expensive unit. Mounting was fairly simple, although in my application, I kind of took it a little bit different. But just to give you an idea, this comes with this type of bracket. And this is pretty much made to go on your handlebars. Now they do have two different size rings, as you can see here. And what these allow you to do is change them for different thickness of handlebars. Now you can mount it in different configurations. Some people like their phone upwards, some people like them sideways. I personally like sideways. I like to see the wide view of the maps. But this is adjustable. You can rotate it. So whatever works for you. It comes with a really long cable, so I had no issues running it to my battery. Also, this is waterproof, so you don't have to worry about it in the rain or anything else. And another thing that I really like about this, which is the reason I chose it, if you can see on the bottom here, once you open that, it also has a USB port. So not only can you charge your phone, but if you need to charge GoPro camera, for example, if you're a vlogger or any other device, you can plug it right in there and that'll give you a fast charge as well. So that's another handy little thing. The only thing I'm not crazy about is you can't do both at the same time. It's basically one or the other. Either you're charging your phone or you're charging a second device via USB. I do wish you could do both simultaneously, but hey, it is what it is. It's not that big of a deal. And in order to use that USB, there's a little switch on the back here. Basically right there, there's a little switch, and that'll switch it from wireless to the USB charging. Let's see if I can get it here. It's this little switch right there. And the other thing, actually, before I forget, what I ended up doing is, because I have mine on a RAM mount, I have it on a little ball mount. So what I did was I actually glued a little plate on the back, and that little plate has the ball mount. Basically one of these. But basically what I did is I put a little epoxy, mounted it right there, and that's it. It's been solid since. So that's worked out really well for me. You can choose whatever way you want to mount it. If you want to mount it with a round mount, or you want to mount it with the included mount for your bars. Now another piece they give you is this little thing right here, and this lets you mount it to your mirrors. Now inside they give you some zip ties. You have your manual here. They even provide you with an extra fuse just in case, which I always recommend keeping on the bike or in your tool bag. And then you have your little brackets, or spacers, I guess they would be called. But either way, you know, like I said, the product's been really good for me. I haven't had any issues. I love the convenience of being able to just grab my phone with one hand, pull it out, not have to start disconnecting wires, chargers every time I get off the bike. I'm very happy with, and you know me, if I haven't tried it and tested it, I don't recommend it. And this gets a thumbs up. It's working great. So far, if you're enjoying this, do me a favor, hit that like button. It really helps out the channel. And if you're new here, welcome, and maybe consider subscribing if you like videos like this where we test out new gear, gadgets, things like that. So yeah, let's go on the bike and I'll show you how that looks. All right, well, welcome back, guys. I don't know why I said welcome back. It's not like you guys left and went anywhere. Alright, so as you can see, we are now out on the bike. And I have the phone holder in front of me. As you can see, I have it in landscape mode. That's just the way I prefer it. I like seeing more of the map in a widescreen format than portrait mode. And I'll tell you, that thing is solid as a rock. I mean, if you can see, my dash is actually moving up and down more than this thing is moving around. And I don't even have it cranked that tight. I mean, I can, if I force it, kind of angle it up or angle it down, which I do occasionally, depending on the sun. If the sun's behind me and I'm getting glare, I like to have it a little bit loose so that I can kind of adjust it and not get the sun in my eyes. But yeah, I mean, it works fantastic. I love this thing. Now removing it is just as easy. Just one hand, grab it, pull it off, put it back, you just snap it, and you're done. I mean, it's literally a 1 second ordeal. It's a gorgeous day. It's 72 degrees, blue skies. Couldn't ask for better weather to ride, but today's not a riding day. Today's a work day. I just had to get out on the bike so I can shoot this clip for you. And I'm also trying out a new mic inside the helmet. I mean, I still have the Hero 4 recording with that GoPro backpack, they call it. But I'm trying to kind of get away from that. It's kind of a love-hate thing. I mean, I love the convenience of it, but I hate the fact that it's not reliable. I can't tell you how many clips I've had that I came home and there was no audio in the clip, or the audio was very staticky, a million and one excuses. Alright, so welcome back to the studio, guys. Something very important I didn't mention before is this works with your existing case on it. So you don't need to remove it from the case every time you put it on a wireless charger, which is the case with a lot of the chargers I have at home. They don't read through the case, so this one does. Now, if you're interested in picking one up, I will leave a link in the description. Small disclaimer, it is an Amazon link and I am an Amazon affiliate, so if you make the purchase, we actually get a small commission. Doesn't cost you a penny extra, but it does help to support the channel, so appreciate it if you use the link. You may have noticed I have one on the bike already mounted, and I have another one here in the box. So yeah, to kick off 2021 and the first episode of Tech Tips Thursday, we're going to do a giveaway for this item as well. All you need to do, as always, is just make sure you're subscribed, like this video, and drop a comment below saying, I want my wireless charger. We're going to hold a drawing not this Sunday, but the next Sunday from now, 2 Sundays from today. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a live stream. It's kind of a lot of work just for a few people that are watching. So I might just do a random drawing, and I'll let the winner know. So if you got anything from this video, as always, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. It really does help us out. And then if you know anybody who is into motorcycle tech or gadgets or things like that, share the video with them. That also helps us out. So with that said, I'm Mike, Mr. and Mrs. Two-Wheeler, and we'll see you on the road. Take care.